Hello and welcome to your final week in CHD 120. So you have made it all the way to the end of the textbook, and I hope that as you look back on this course, you can see how much information you have learned just simply in 16 short weeks. So this course really, again, is meant to be a foundational course that's going to provide you with solid understanding of a whole bunch of different topics in early childhood, and the other courses that you will take in our program are going to expand upon them. So as we get into our final week, you're going to be looking at the final chapter in the book, which is chapter 15. And this chapter deals with issues and trends in early childhood education. So the way that the chapter is broken down is by themes. And so what you notice with these different themes is that we look at some historical perspectives of where early childhood began. And then we're moving to the present as we're looking at what are some of the issues that we are seeing in early childhood in present day. So the chapter again is broken down into themes, and so you see that we have the ethics of social reform, we have issues in childhood, we have transmission of values, and then we have professionalism. And so what you're going to kind of see is where early childhood began, as you have people like Maria Montessori, and you have the Macmillan sisters. So people who were noticing that there were young children who were being neglected and weren't being given the same opportunities as everyone else. And so they wanted to make a change. And that's what social reform is all about. So in that section, you're going to look again historically at where we've come from, and then look at where we are today and what kinds of problems we still need to solve in early childhood. I wish that I could say that we have found the perfect solution, but I think we would all agree that we have not. So there's still work to be done to provide high quality childcare that is accessible and affordable to all, and so that we shouldn't say that quality childcare can only be given to those who are in the upper income echelon. So that's what that section is going to deal with. When you're looking at the issues in childhood, you're going to be talking about things like stress. You're going to be talking about different types of abuse that children may be encountering, divorce, just some things that children are dealing with that I think we would all agree we did not really have to deal with when we were growing up. When we start looking at the transmission of values, really that section is focusing on the fact that children are getting a lot of their value statements from the media and from technology and electronics, and we really want to be a force that combats that. And so make sure that you pay attention to the suggestions that are given by the American Academy of Child and Adolescent Psychiatry, because I think those suggestions are ones that as a teacher it would be great to give to parents, because again, it's coming from scholars, it's not coming from us. But it's saying things like we should be paying attention to what our children are watching, and if we see something that is questionable, we should be turning off the TV or the tablet or the computer. So I think that's a really important section. And then finally, the last portion of the chapter deals with professionalism. And what I really hope you take from that section is the fact that now that you have all of this information, it's important that we become advocates in the field. We have certain standards that we are held to as professionals in early childhood education, but I think more importantly, knowledge is power, and now that we have it, we need to be a force that can create some positive change. So that is kind of an overview of chapter 15. So this week in class, you just have a few things to do. Obviously, read the chapter, but then you're going to notice that you have one discussion board left to do, and it's always the one I do at the end of the course where it's a reflection. What has been your biggest aha moment in this class, which is what was the light bulb? What kinds of things were they really kind of took your breath away as you thought about it. And so what do you think is going to be helpful as you are out in the field? So you are only required to post your own response. You are certainly welcome to respond to your classmates, but it's not required to get full credit. And then just don't forget that your thematic unit assignment is going to be due this week as well. So I have thoroughly enjoyed working with each of you. I love teaching the intro class. class because I really want to make sure that I get to make the personal connection with the students who are coming into the program. So don't forget to register for your classes, and I hope to see a lot of you in the future. So enjoy your time off, enjoy some well-deserved time, and I hope to see you next semester.